This video was made possible by the EA Game Changers program. Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to our build buy overview of the new build and buy items that came with the new Sims 4 Moschino Stuff Pack. First off, I just want to give a huge thank you to EA and the Game Changers program for providing me with an early access copy of this pack, so that I could make a build and buy overview for you guys, as well as a bunch of other videos. At the moment, I do have a speed build and a create a sim video up on the channel that you guys can check out. I will leave a link to the playlist of all of my Moschino early access things on the screen for you guys if you want to check those out. But yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to mention. In that speed build video, I didn't talk too much about my thoughts about the pack. I did give my thoughts about the build buy items and all of that stuff, but obviously since it was a speed build, you guys couldn't see all of the color swatches and things like that. So I thought we would go over all of that in this video, and I would tell you guys my thoughts about all of the build buy items. But first off, I think we're going to start with the pre-made rooms that came with this pack. So first off, we have this one, Lofty Aspirations. So yeah, Lofty Aspirations, it comes in 3 different color swatches, as you guys can see. I'm just going to plop all of them down so that we could have a look at all of them. So yeah, this is basically like a little, I don't know, living room area with all of the gorgeous windows, which is awesome. I love those windows, they're like life. But yeah, it has the new sofas and armchairs, the new coffee tables, rugs, the gorgeous new bookcase, some of the new artwork. And then we also have the photo finish studio. So obviously this is a photo studio, since the pack does come with a fashion photographer career and a bunch of new updates to photography and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we have this one, which is very blue. Very blue, and yeah, blue one, an orange one, and a kind of green and plain blackish white one. But yeah, those are all of the pre-made rooms that came with this pack. But we're going to go in and have a more in-depth look at all of the other things. So let's just put down a wall so we can have a look at the new wallpapers that came with the pack. I love these wallpapers, by the way. They're really cool. I love them. I love the way they're very geometric, but they all have their own colors, and I don't know, I just love them. This pastel one, I'm not going to spoil it, but I have used that pastel one for a very specific build that will be out tomorrow if you guys want to see that. But yeah, we have that one. Then we have these, which is a little bit more textured, I guess. But yeah, very stylized and very much in your face, I guess. But I love the way all of these look in game. Actually, they're really great as accent walls. They're a bit much for me personally to use them to furnish a whole house with them, I guess. But as accent walls, they work great. Unfortunately, we don't have any new flooring or anything like that, but we do have a new wall. Not a wall. What am I talking about? It's super late and I'm kind of loopy, ignore me. But yeah, we do have a new door, I guess I should probably say. I'm going to put a few of them down. It's actually a sliding door, so that's great. And it does come in a bunch of different colors, a bunch of grays, blacks, you know, all of the regular normal colors, I suppose, and white. But then it also comes in some fun colors with a lot of red. They have red accents, and then we have these that have either a black accent. The window panes are either black or you can have them white, so that's really nice. And then we get to the really exciting part, the windows. Now the windows, there's something about the windows that I'll mention to you guys in a second after I've put them down. But yeah, obviously a little bit of a glitch with some of them, you know, if you put them down it goes all funny, but then you just pick up that one and it's fine. A little bit glitchy, but whatever. But yeah, these windows are gorgeous. I love them. I love the colors. Obviously same colors. I love that you can put them next to each other, but you know, then it does this weird thingy. But you can have some really fun like arrangement with windows like that. If you put maybe this on the top floor and then you have windows below it, that would look really cool. But yeah, all of these have the same color swatches. We have some closed versions of these longer ones. We also have open ones as well as these little bit shorter ones. But something that I want to mention that's a little bit annoying about all of these things is, as you guys can see, the windows line up perfectly with each other. Like they're seamless basically. They line up right next to each other, really flush and everything. But then you get to the doors and they don't. They just don't. They don't line up perfectly. There's this weird gap in between them. Even if you put them, for example, if you put them right next to a window, they don't line up with the windows as well either. So it's really annoying. And from the front, the doors look like they line up perfectly at the top. They're the same height and everything. But if you look on this side, so basically the inside of your house, they're not. Like, why? Why is this a thing that keeps happening? I hate when they do this. I hate when they do this where they give us windows and doors and they don't match in height. Like, come on, they're the exact same style. Like, why aren't they matching? But yeah, that's just me being a little bit perfectionistic with it. But yeah, we don't have any other bold items. As for buy items, we do have a few buy items. Actually, more than a few. But yeah, we have this cool new armchair, a bunch of different colors, plain swatches, which is always great. A lot of us builders are really happy when they add in plain swatches of things, since it does make them more versatile. But then you also have obviously the fun, more Moschino-esque almost kind of color swatches with a bunch of patterns and bright colors and all of that. We also have a 3-seater sofa, which is really nice. All of the same color swatches. And what I found, I actually saw this in the build that I did earlier today. I did a build earlier today, a really big like modern factory kind of build. And what I found in that build is this couch and this whole set actually works really well with this one from the City Living pack. They don't have the same color swatches like exactly, but they both have whites, they both have blacks obviously that match. And then you have a few of the color swatches that actually match really closely, like the reds. For example, if you maybe wanted to use the plaid red and this red, or you know, something else, but you can really make these two work very well together if you wanted to. That's just something that I noticed. But moving on, we have two new like coffee tables. This one can actually function as an end table as well. I've used it as an end table and it works really well that way. But yeah, we have this one with a few like plain swatches, black, white, you know, wooden colors, more like plain colors. And then you have a few wooden tones as well. And this one comes in the same swatches, obviously, you know, same normal coffee table swatches. But I love it, this one has a little bit of glass over this part. So that's a nice little detail. That one has a bit of glass on top of it as well. Just some cute little nice details. This pack as a whole has a lot of like cute details to it. Like this chest, for example. This can function as a coffee table too. I think it would work really well as a coffee table. But, you know, you have obviously plain swatches. Again, loving the plain swatches. But then you have a bright red one and a pink one. And a more like orange maroony kind of one. And then you have two of them with stickers on it. So this pack as a whole has a bunch of really nice little details, I guess I could say, to the items that make them really, I don't know, like high quality. Like there's gone a lot of thought has gone into them. Like this shelf, for example, the no clutter photo accessory organizer. So yeah, just a fun place for to look like your photographers have hung up their equipment. You know, a bunch of swatches and stuff. So then we have this I'm so shiny like end table thingy. It's actually not an end table, it's more like a pedestal. And it actually isn't in the end table like category either. if you go to surfaces, you have accent tables, and there you can only find this one. This one is actually under like miscellaneous, so it's actually a pedestal, but it's hip, modern, and oh so shiny. This pedestal is the perfect perch for all your artistic acquisitions. Lots of big words. But yeah, so this one has again bunch of fun colors, fun swatches, golds and bronzes and silvers and stuff. But you can also size it down, obviously. And I found that if you do size it down, it could work really well as an end table. So that's really something really nice that I noticed. Now, moving on from that, we have a few like gameplay objects. We have this tripod and camera. The camera actually snaps right on top of it. But you can use any camera for this tripod. You don't have to use the one from this pack. You can use like the base game ones. I don't think there are cameras in the base game. No, there aren't cameras in the base game. The ones from Get to Work, you can use those. I believe you can also use the one from Island Living to use on this. But yeah, it's a cool gameplay item that I'm not going to talk about too much, but yeah, it's basically used for the fashion photographer career, or any Sims can use it. But we also have the Fashion Studio Subject Mark. Again, another gameplay object that I'm not going to go too much into. It's for the fashion photographer career. There are a bunch of early access videos about the gameplay aspects of this pack online if you guys want to see them. I might do one if I have the time, I might not, but yeah, it's basically just for the fashion photographer career. Your Sims can basically direct other Sims to stand on this mark so that your Sims can take a picture of them. So you don't necessarily have to have your subjects in your household. For example, if my Sim sees like Bella Goth walking past and she knows Bella Goth, she can actually just click on this little mark and tell Bella Goth to go and stand there so that she can take a picture of her. So that's something really, really nice. And moving on to some more Build By stuff, we have this cool painting. I love this painting. I wish we had a few more color swatches for this, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like the frame colors, obviously black and white, very nice, very modern. But I wish we had a few more like pictures in it. We have these, that's kind of like the outline of the Sim, the profile of the Sim. And then we have these two are like different colors of this geometric pattern. And then this geometric pattern in two colors. But I wish we had a few more color swatches for this one in particular, since I love this like 4 picture like assortment, I guess. We also got this cool mirror, which is really fun. Bunch of different colors. I can definitely see myself using this a lot for like kids' bedrooms. We also got this librarian. The librarian keeps your books neatly organized on any shelf. I love this. This is so cute. This is such a cute little like clutter thing that you can just use everywhere. I mean, the little bear even has glasses. It's so cute. We also got these magazines. Obviously, bunch of different colors, bunch of different Sims on them. But yeah, you can size these down as well if you want to make them look a little bit smaller. Lots of nice little clutter things. Then we have the photographer's irritation. So yeah, basically, if you know anything about photography, you're not supposed to put a camera lens upright like this without the lens cap on it. But yeah, it's going to get all scratchy and dusty and be horrible, but whatever. It's just a decorative piece. Your Sims can't interact with this camera. Then we also have the amp stacks. Apparently this fell off the back of a roadie's truck. Their loss is your gain. This repurposed gear makes the perfect addition to your styled apartment. So while the stack of amps doesn't actually function, it has been known to make you feel better when playing air guitar. So basically this is just a decorative piece. It's not functional, but it does come in a bunch of different colors. Very nice for, like they said, styled apartments. If you're doing like a musical sim apartment or, you know, something like that. Very, very nice for that. We also got this rug that I'm going to use a lot. I love this rug. I love all of the swatches. Some of these are a little bit more out there, a little bit more like something that I would use for a kid bedroom, like these polka dots for example. But I love these two swatches and this white swatch especially. I really like the swatches of this rug. I can see myself using that a lot. Next up we have another little gameplay thing. In this frame you can actually put 3 different photographs. You can put in a medium one, a landscape one, and a portrait one. 2 small ones there obviously. And yeah, a bunch of different colors. Then we also have 2 digital photo frames. We have obviously the portrait one and a landscape one that you can put a bunch of different photos in. So basically, say for example your sim has 5 members of their family and they have 5 headshots of that sim, of the sims in the family obviously. So 5 different sims, 5 different photos of them. You can actually put all 5 of them in this one frame by opening up the frames inventory. Let me show you guys. If you go into live mode and you click on manage photo inventory, obviously this sim doesn't have any photos in her inventory, but if you did have photos in the inventory that fit this size, so a small photo size in obviously portrait style, you can just drag them in here. And you can set the frame to change the photos every few hours. So you can change it to be 1 hour or 6 hours or 3 hours or whatever, and it will just cycle through the different photos. So that's really, really nice and something that the game has been needing. I mean, it's a really nice thing. It's a really realistic thing to have in today's day and age. You have digital photo frames a lot. So yeah, that's really, really nice, especially if you like taking photos of landscapes or your family or friends or whatever, and you don't want to have 1,000 different photo frames lined up on your wall. So that's really nice for that. Next up we have this really cool wall sculpture. I love all of the colors of this. I don't know, I'm not normally a gold person. I'm not normally into gold, but I really love this gold color for some reason. I don't know, I just love the way it looks. And next up we have a photo drape. Again, another functional thing. You can have your sims pose against it. It has a bunch of different color swatches, some geometric things, and a bunch of different two-toned ones, a lot of different things. And we also have this frosted glass room divider, which is really, really cool. A few of these swatches actually has, let me just move it away from the colorful wall so you guys can see. But a bunch of these swatches actually have, you know, obviously the plain ones, but then you have ones that have patterns to them, like polka dots or like shapes, or, you know, a bunch of like ombre colors even. So that's really, really nice, a really fun thing to add. Then we have these things, which are again for photos, for like the fashion photographer mostly. But yeah, so these things, they actually, you can't change their color in buy mode. You have to go into live mode, and you can line them up however big you want them to be, and then you can click on them and select backdrop. So you can select different backdrops for these things. So let's do cityscape and whatever that one was. And if you go and play, they actually move. So they actually move, so your sims can get different backgrounds to their pictures. So let's do forest skyline, and like, I don't know, I love this one, sunlit forest. And let's do red carpet. So see, this one has a bunch of different like photo flashes. This one is moving. I love these items. They're so useful. I don't know, I just love them. I love the functionality of them. And then we have obviously a few studio lights. I'm going to turn the lights off for this so you guys can see. They make a lot of light, like a lot of light. This one is a little bit softer. So this is a softer light and a little bit more like bright, sharper light, I guess. But they function really, really well. I have taken a few photos with these and they're really, really fun to use. But yeah, they work really, really well. Then we have these fluorescent ceiling lights, and they have, oh, I'm not clicking on the right thing. They have just 3 swatches, but if you go into live mode and change the light color, it actually looks really, really cool. And we also have this like neon wall sign, and this will actually change color. You know, if you click on here, set go to color, and this light, for example, At the moment you can like have it pink, or you can have it red, or let's turn it into blue, and I'll go into like nighttime to show you guys. But yeah, now it's blue. It's really cool, really fun thing. It looks really fun. And I think, yeah, those are the lights. And then lastly, or second to last I guess, we have this bookcase, which is gorgeous. I love this. Probably one of my favorite things about this pack. I love this bookcase. I love the wooden tones. I love the like triangle shapes inside, and the fact that it has blacks and whites. That's really nice. And then we also have this, the designer sample, so the clothes rack. This is functional. Your Sims can change their outfits on this. It's not just a decorative, like, useless thing that you put in your Sims' house. They will actually change their clothes, like with the dresser. So that's really nice. And I think that's all of the, like, build buy items that I wanted to show you guys. Now, I did want to mention, this is obviously supposed to be a Moschino fashion pack. It's supposed to be fashion oriented. But if you were afraid that you wouldn't be getting a lot of buy and build items with this, I hope this has reassured you. You do get quite a lot of things in this pack. Actually, I think quite a bit more than you get in a regular stuff pack, you know, normally. And the items are all really high quality. A few of them I wish they had a little bit more swatches, or like different swatches. But other than that, I really like these items. I can see myself using a lot of them, like a lot. I mean, a lot of the items in this pack aren't too stylized that you, to the point where you won't be able to use them in a regular build. For example, this bookcase, I can use this in any build. I can use those couches in modern builds, in industrial builds, in a bunch of different builds. It's not just a high fashion build, for example. So that's really nice. And in my opinion, the build buy items in this pack are actually better than the Creator Sim items. I'm not gonna lie. I will tell you guys more about my opinions about the Creator Sim items in my Creator Sim overview that will be going up right after this video. But yeah, in my personal opinion, I like this pack more for the build buy items than I do for the Creator Sim items. And that's really funny. But yeah, I just do. And the gameplay as well, I've only played a little bit with the photography and with the like photographer career, but from what I've seen of it, it looks really fun, and it has been really fun so far. The changes that they've added in, obviously with the free update last week, has been really nice to play with as well. So yeah, that's basically all of my thoughts about the build buy stuff in the Moschino Stuff Pack. And like you guys could see, we get a bunch of different things. Just the windows alone are awesome. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Obviously, I am mostly a builder, so build buy items, whenever we get new build buy items, that always makes me really happy. Even if they're not always my personal style, I just love having a lot of different things. So yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to mention. I hope you guys like this. I will leave a link to the whole like playlist of all of my Moschino early access stuff on the screen for you guys, of the speed build that I did earlier, and the Creator Sim is already in there. The Creator Sim overview that will be going up after this one will be in there as well, whenever that goes up, and all of the other things that I have planned. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and sticking around to see more Sims related things like speed builds, Creator Sims, overviews, all of those kinds of fun stuff. And remember to hit the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys!
No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every